Hi guys, this is Eric from Nice Crew. I've been listening to a leak of Hopsin's album Pound Syndrome all day, so I wanted to do a track-by-track review of it to help you decide if you want to listen to it and potentially buy it. I've set this to some Last of Us gameplay because I didn't know what else to do. Spoiler alert, if you want to go into the album with no expectations, just favorite this video, subscribe to our channel, all that good stuff. Save it, come back later, and I think you'll like what I have to say about it as far as analysis and callbacks to previous albums, lyrics, etc. Okay, let's get it started. I don't have long because I pre-trimmed the video and I'm keeping myself to 10 minutes. The first song is called Pound Intro. It's stylistically very similar to Crown Me, which was the lead single for the album in terms of beat and flows. He says, "The throne is mine," foreshadowing, again, Crown Me. And something interesting that he says is, "This here is harder than my last shit," meaning he didn't like Knock Madness. And it was also like, it reminded me of Eminem on Recovery on the song Talking to Myself when he said them last two albums didn't count. Forever Ill is song number 2. It's a song from the album teaser released on Christmas Day on YouTube in the Dumb and Dumber 2 parody, where he came out of retirement. He went for, like, it seems like a sort of Fall Out Boy sound in the hook, and the hook really takes some getting used to, but once you get used to it, I don't think it's really that bad a hook. However, there's a corny lyric, "I'm forever ill, that's by law." There's no statute, there's no mandate that Hopsin is forever ill. Just not really feeling that lyric. But he mentions Crown again. He loves to do that at the beginning of his albums, just hammer one point. He quotes Chris Tucker from Friday, "You know this, man," and he says, "I spit shit like I got chest congestion," which is really good imagery. Well done, Hop. He says, "If your label would stop paying radio stations to play you, you think we would feel it?" No. Mocking mainstream rap, mainstream flow. He mocks like Amigos flow, and then he makes an always classy Malaysia Flight 370 reference. Third song, No Hope, is not really too memorable. It's about being mistreated and having money issues and Stockholm Syndrome in a way, where the prisoner counterintuitively supports the captor. Kind of calls back to Still Got Love for You, Give Me That Money, and What's My Purpose from Knock Madness. Also Story of Mine from Gazing at the Moonlight. The fourth song, Ramona, starts with a frantic 911 call. This is a song about a stalking groupie that she'll do anything to win him over so that she can access his money. And she actually gets all his friends' names wrong, which is hilarious. Jarren Benton, Disney Wright, and SwizZz with 3 S's. Jarren Benton has a verse on the song. It's not show-stopping, but it's a solid verse. And Ramona is voiced by Hopsin's Illmind 4 white chick voice, which to me was hilarious. Mr. Jones' next song might be a diss that's aimed at Mike Jones. That's speculation on Rap Genius. It's about a salty, unsuccessful rapper who's been around the game the same amount of time as he hasn't had the success he has, and despises him for it. Mike Jones also had a song called Mr. Jones, and he's been in the game for a decade. And that Hopsin says that in the song. He says a decade. Hop calls this his 2015 Raw Encore, so he wants it to be more like Raw than Knock Madness. And he says, "You too lame, bottom of the food chain, the poop stain, I'm Bruce Wayne, I'm too trained." Hop loves making poop references, and Hop is back. He says, "I'm the shit like I slithered in poo." In What's My Purpose, he says, "One monkey eats shit and all the other monkeys when I do it." The first half of verse 3, he uses SwizZz flow, which I felt was amazing. Song number 6 is called Fort Collins. It's about a show that he ditched in Colorado in early 2014. He was on the Knock Madness tour, wasn't happy with the album, didn't know what he was rapping for. He says, "Living life like a circus ape that's strapped to a car seat." Again, really good imagery, and it makes you feel how he felt, you know. So he left the venue and he camped out in an abandoned house that was under construction. Eventually called a friend in the area and ended up watching Finding Nemo at the friend's house instead of performing. You can't make that shit up. Later he said in an interview that he felt something bad, like he knew something bad was going to happen if he went on stage, like he might pee on the fans or something. That's what he said. Dizzy Wright confronts him in verse 3. It's an amazing verse. reminiscent of Dr. Dre and Guilty Conscience. He's basically, Hop, how could you do this to me? You were the headliner. I had to try to explain where my headliner went. You could have at least told me. So you just need to hear this verse. Trust me. After that, Hopsin absolutely goes at mainstream rap with a skit called No Words. He says, these fools ain't spitting no type of dope shit, but that's not even the bad part. They're not even saying words anymore. So he proceeds to go heavy on the reverb and auto-tune, does a perfect replication of Young Thug's sound, and at the end of the song he jokes about people liking the song. I was cracking up for the whole thing, couldn't get enough of it. No Words. Then Crown Me, his single from June 1st. This song has really grown on me. Initially, very mixed reception, polarizing on YouTube. Speculation was that it was just a hype song for concerts. Went back and looked at the lyrics a little bit more. Never had no sense, so I'm bad with manners. That's a callback to Bad Manners freestyle from Knock Madness. He really shows off his flow, what he can do in spurts, and he criticizes the industry's whack expectations. He says your shit is boo-boo, which that's exactly what Kendrick Lamar said on Hood Politics, basically. So then he calls himself a poisonous antidote, which is a great paradox. He's gonna heal the rap game with his venom. I love it. I love that. Now that I've actually thought about it, I love it. This is my perception in life is why the fuck am I here? That's basically a callback to What's My Purpose on Knock Madness, which I thought was the best song on that album. Mind of Hopsin 7, the song that got me to start listening to Hopsin, came out with that last July. Brilliant to put it on this album from a marketing business standpoint. This song to me is not an attack on Christianity. He's simply he's asking the questions of doubt that go through a lot of Christians' heads. Doing it in a very uncensored way, which may be inflammatory, controversial, but he wants to commit himself to God, but he feels like he needs proof. He can't just accept he can't be a sheep, he's saying, you know. He says, my mental state is fucking me up. He doesn't know what to believe. It's kind of like in that song, I Need Help. You know, he's in a bad place mentally. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. Humans are fucking dumb, still thinking Pac's alive. What's my purpose? He said humans are stupid. I'm a human, I'll stay in my lane. It's us, find power, live life, mind power. It's all about empowering humans intellectually in a really humanistic manner in this song. FV Till I Die is a great song. Classic Hopsin flow, fantastic beat. It tells the history of Funk Volume and fittingly features SwizZz. Hop talks about how he came out very quietly and he attacked with his ferocity. He teamed up with SwizZz and SwizZ's brother Damien, who had MBA. He's now the co-owner of Funk Volume with Hop. Rob blew up, he left Ruthless behind, dropped Illmind 4, and he actually celebrated by drinking Kool-Aid in the swimming pool. Not Cristal, Kool-Aid, because he's down to earth, he's real. He stumbled across Dizzy online, and Dizzy reminded him of a young Tupac. And he asked him to join, and apparently Dizzy said, yiggity yomp, I'm up in this bitch. And then SwizZz talks about college some more, his college experience, which he did on I Am Raw, on the album Raw. My Love has an interesting intro. It's sort of like a classic rock vibe. He goes over like his trust issues. Girlfriend's parents don't like him, he's pretty sure. Admits he's been suffering from manic depression. But he says nobody can love you like I can. Promises to be more patient with his girlfriend. It's a very heartfelt, honest song, so I think it's a cool song. No Fucks Given is the least memorable song on the album. I'm not gonna waste my precious time right now talking about it. You'll hear it on the album. It's not a bad song. It's just not. I don't know. I don't have much to say. Fly, Hopsin's Blacker the Berry, basically. July 8th single. He skewers the ideas that society has force-fed us. Did the man who invented go to college? Okay then. Humans on the same shit. That's from What's My Purpose. One monkey eats shit, the other monkeys want to do it. The best type of marketing is marketing that doesn't feel like marketing. They trap society traps adults with these vices: money, religion, drugs, alcohol. You have not witnessed the world because you're stuck in the matrix. It's time to become a real individual and just do me. He says that basically in Illmind. The last song, I Just Can't, is a legit shock rap song. He mocks radio flow in it, talks about how people are fake to him, etc. Overall, I think this is a great album with the passion of Raw, the worldview of Knock Madness, more consistent than previous efforts, best production he's done by far. Like and subscribe for more stuff like this.